Hello and welcome to Nanny Moon's Crochet. My name's Sally and today is Monday the 11th of March 2024. I don't think of the year then. Yesterday was Mother's Day here, so hope all the mothers in the UK had a happy day. I'll do a separate video on what I had off my lovely children. I put together and bought me some yarn, so that was lovely. So I'll show that on another video, and my cards and things. So today you've got quite a bit to get through, so let's get started. Now, as I always, let me just say a warm welcome to all my new subscribers. Welcome back to my existing subscribers, but I've had a lot of new subscribers, so welcome to my channel. Hope you stay around and enjoy. First of all, I'd like to get on to I'm doing a crochet along with Litza at Coco's Crochet. I mention her every week because I'm participating in her crochet along. Now every 2 weeks she'll draw from a little basket a category, and it'll run for 2 weeks. So we've had headbands, we've had beanies, we've had cup cozies. So the idea is over the 2 weeks is just you can make one, you can make two, you can make however many you like, and so it only goes on for 6 months, and she draws a category every 2 weeks. So the idea is at the end of 6 months you've got a nice little basket full of gifts that you've got for Christmas, for birthdays, for teacher gifts, for a market stall selling, whatever. It's a little stash of little items that you've made. So she drawed a new category on Saturday the 9th. I'll talk about that in a second. But the following fortnight was water bottle holders, and I've made two and I've showed those, but I don't think I've showed this one. Apologies if I have, but I've made this one. Let me put now it was a bit well, not funny, but I started in this lovely blue colour. This pattern is by Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches. So oops, I pulled that one out. I started with this blue, and it was cotton, Starcraft Cotton DK Classic, 100% cotton, 92 meters, machine washable, cool tumble dry, and the colour was azure. So I started in this, but I'd only got enough to finish it. I hadn't got enough of the handle, so the blue, yeah, you can see the blue's in a different colour. Anyway, so I hadn't got quite enough to finish it. So the red, it's James C. Brett. It's 100% pure DK cotton. The colour was just red, shade IC12, and that's 100% cotton, cool wash and cool tumble dry. So that was the red, and I've just had a small bit left of the ball, so I thought I'd use that. And then the handle, I'd got this blue, which I know it's because it's the handle, I didn't think it'd matter. It's Starcraft Cotton DK Classic again, but the colour is Greek blue, 100% cotton, machine and tumble dry, cool. So this is the pattern. That was the start. It's a bit like a sampler where you started off the bottom going in your rounds increasing. Then this is the star stitch, and I've never done that before, so that was nice. I think she called this, was it the bean stitch? I think it was the bean stitch. And then that little bit of the star stitch, and then I can't remember what that stitch was. Anyway, and we went round, and then I've done a big long handle. So I measured it as I went with me water. So I thought Never actually. I take water sometimes when I'm walking with the dogs with my husband, but I've never made one of these before. But I think the crossbody, so you haven't even got to carry it. It's just you could put your bottle of water in there. There is space. You could probably put your phone or a bit of money or tissue or so. I should definitely be using that. Enjoyed doing that. So that's that one done. And moving on to my next project. Oh yeah, so like I said, that was the fortnight before. So last Saturday on the 9th of March, she drawed a new category. And the category for the next 2 weeks is little baskets, which again, weirdly enough, I don't think I've ever made a little basket. So what I've made, I've got this really thick. It was from Ice Yarns, and it was superwash wool jumbo, and I think it was a size 6, super bulky, super chunky. There was only 80 meters on it, but I've got 2, 4, 6. I've got about 10 balls of this, so I wasn't really sure what to make with it. So and it suggests a 10 to 12 millimeter hook, but I actually used a 7 millimeter hook. This is my basket. So I didn't follow a pattern. I started with 6 single crochets. That's US terms. I just learned why I use US terms and not UK terms is because I followed YouTube. I followed Jada when I first learned to crochet years ago. I watched Jada in Stitches and Krista from the Secret Yarnery and Crystal from Bag O' Day, those 3, and they just used USA terms, so I just find it easier to that's how I learned. So but if you're in the UK, to be double crochets. So I started with 6, then increased to 12, and then did 1 single crochet increase, 1 single crochet increase, then 2 single crochet increase as you do to go round. Then I worked into the back loops only. I did that until I'd got 42 stitches, then worked into the back loop, and then just did half double crochets. This was half double crochets, but nice, sturdy, stands up on its own. So not really sure what I can use that for, but I should do a few more and put well, I don't know. I shall find something to put in, even if it's me the balls of yarn as I'm working on a project, as it is like a little yarn bowl, like a yarn basket. So that's that one done. Now my Lily the Lamb that I made last week from my book here, she came out lovely. That was last Monday's. If you haven't seen that, I'll try and link that, but I'm not very good at linking and tech stuff at the moment. I need my sons or my daughter to come and help with that. That was Lily the Lamb that I did last week, and yesterday in the UK was Mother's Day, so she was Lily the Lamb, and my mum's name's Lily, and she's in a care home, so she loved that. I posted it to my sister, and she took it to her, and she loved little Lily the Lamb, so that's gone to her forever home. So this week we chose Yolanda the Yak. I had to Google what a yak was. I know roughly what a yak is, but I wasn't 100%. I thought yak, like a cow or like a buffalo. I wasn't sure. So anyway, I googled it, and it's just like a big Highland cattle, like a Scottish Highland cattle, and they're gorgeous. So that was the picture. Unusual name, Yolanda the yak. Look, but I didn't realise we have. I live in a little village. It's called Llanbedr. It's Welsh, so it's Lanbedr. But there's a lady living in the village called Yolanda, and she's Polish. So I don't know if that's not a Polish name, I don't think. But anyway, yeah, got a lady in the village called Yolanda. So this is her little tail on the back. It's a little tail, little legs and arms and body, and then she has two little horns, two two little ears, and a isn't she cute? I used 12mm eyes, and the white was just Stylecraft Special Aran, and the main body was in mocha it's called. I'll keep my ball band in there because I save all my ball bands and see how much yarn I've used throughout the year. And then for the little muzzle and the hand, no, not the feet, the hoofs and the hands, hoofs, it was Stylecraft Special Aran in parchment, in that colour. And I used a 4mm hook. I always use a 4mm hook, and it just keeps it the stitches a bit tighter. So that's little Yolanda. She's cute. I quite like her. Like I said, the pictures were lovely when I googled. So we'll be picking next week's. I wonder what it'll be. Not a clue. Oh, well, I've just noticed. You see my little brooch here? My little pin. It's got a little crochet hook, little ball of yarn. It's got a little pin on the back, look. And this was 75p from Temu. 75p, isn't that lovely? I have to get some more, put on my bag or on other clothing. Just spotted it anyway. So here we are, little mug that my daughter Emma bought me for my birthday last year. Then used as a coffee or a teacup because I'd break this, so thought ideal for my little picking. Let's have a look. I've got one. What do we think? Whoop! Oh, I've dropped it. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, I sit down back. I couldn't find it. Oh, I dropped it on the floor. Oh, we've got Alex the alligator. Wow, Alex the alligator. And I know where that's going to be at the front of the book because they go in alphabetical order. So that's definitely at the front of the book. And where are you? Alex the alligator. So that's what's he's cute, isn't he? A lot of parts to sew on. Lovely. So that'll be showing you that next Monday. Put my little marker in there. So some nice greens, 2 different shades of green and a white. So that'll be good. I'll be getting on with that and show it you next Monday. Now I'll go on to that's a whip, so I'll show you that in a minute. Now last week I showed you it was this pattern. I've paid, this was it's an Etsy pattern by Sweet Softies. I paid for this pattern, although she does have a free tutorial on I want to say Netflix again. Why do I keep doing that? I did it last week. I want to say Netflix. Etsy. Sorry. Sweet Softies on Etsy. And it's Pocket Duck is the pattern. You see you can do a yellow one, white, or a little mallard duck. and in any yarn, any size hook, so you can get different sizes. So what I did this one, this little duck. Well, it's quite big really. There's the little tail. It's very easy. Oh, excuse me. It's so no so sorry. I just have a little sip of my coffee. Oh, I kept one with me today in case I cough. It's a no so. Oh, I've just thought that's the back. Look, and look where I've put the wings. If I'd have watched the tutorial, I'd have done that a bit better. It's me. I'm okay doing the item. It's putting on the little features that I'm not brilliant at. So this one should have been more forward. Oh, excuse me. Oh. I've used this 12mm eyes, I think. Chick. 10mm eyes. And why I use this, I got some of this. This is called School Bus Yellow, and it's Bernat. You say Bernat? Blanket yarn. I've had a long time. And it's super bulky 6, and I used a 5mm hook. So I'm a bit annoyed about that. I've only just noticed. See, this is the point where the tail should be. That one's fine, but this one, look, this one should be. Oh, we'll give it one of the grandchildren. I don't think they'd mind. I think I noticed. And this orange, I didn't have any. I just got this handy. So this is just DK bright orange, and I used it double. So you do the whole. It's no so. So you do the whole little chick. You put the eyes in, carry on stuffing, sew up at the bottom, and then afterwards you just put your hook in, and do some double crochets, trebles in the UK, double crochets in the US, and then for the beak you do the same. You just push your hook in, so you don't sew it on, you crochet it on. Do excuse me. So that's that one. 5mm hook. Yes, I'll do that now. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm not organised at all now. Where's the pattern? Where's my other pattern for that? Oh, do excuse me. Oh, do excuse me about that. Dropped it on the floor. So this pattern, it's again by Sweet Softies. It's a paid for pattern on Etsy, and it's called Bunny Puff. And no sew again. I thought, oh, that's cute. I suppose if you could sew these little bits on, but I didn't put those. And it's both of these. She's got free tutorials on YouTube, and I thought, oh, that looks small enough. I'll try that. And I'd got some of this. I've had this a while, and this was from War Warehouse. It's Signet Jelly Baby Chunky Chenille, and it's a super chunky. They tell you to use a 4.5mm hook. Oh, I used a 5 anyway. Yeah, and you can wash it but not tumble dry. But this one it's like those where it comes off, look. So as I was making these two little items, every time I cut it, I was plastered in these bits. So you have to tie a knot when you're sewing in your ends, and so not, although it's beautiful and the colour is teddy, although it's lovely and it's soft, it's got on my nerves a bit how it's frayed at the end. Now my husband laughed, and I said, what does this is little, what does it look like to you? And I didn't say, does it look like a bunny? I just said, what does it look like to you? And he said it looks like one of those little things that Leo, our oldest grandson, he loves Pokemon, and Pikachu is his favourite. He said it looks like Pikachu, that little Pokemon thing. This is it. Oh my goodness. Oh, I do laugh. No, do you spot the do you spot the mistake? Oh dear me. Now, as you're making it, it comes into this little shape. Look, you have the head, and then it goes into like this little, that shape. So this should have, what should have been the muzzle? This bit here, this bit should have been the muzzle. This bit over here, you see, it should have been like that. So the nose should have actually been here instead of it's all wonky. The ears were a bit wonky. I did a little tail. It's all no-sew. You just put your hook in, attached your yarn, and did a little bobble stitch. And again, put your hook in, did a few chain, and then I came back on the chain. But that's see, I've done loads and loads. I've probably done hundreds of little amigurumis, but do you see sometimes even though I think, oh, I'm quite good at amigurumis, I'm getting quite good. No, no, I definitely do make mistakes, but I just thought, well, that's unique, and I'm sure one of my grandsons will just adore him. Or my daughter might anyway, but I just thought, oh, it's just too cute. It's a real mistake and not right, but we're not all perfect, are we, anyway? So, not perfect, but I love him. Not perfect is not being perfect. He's perfect in his own little right. So I thought, oh, I'm not being defeated. I'll try another one. I'll try again. So this is me. Now, do you see the side view where his little tail comes out a little bit? His little nose has that little at the front. I didn't stitch him, no, because he didn't have on the pattern. But do you see the? I think the ears were in the wrong place as well there. I don't know. But do you see the profile of that? It looks more like a little bunny. And this, I don't know, it all went a bit wrong. But I love them both. I think they're both absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, I may not do another one. But now, you see, I followed the pattern. And the pattern was very easy, the shaping and everything. It was just the placement of the ears. And I think when you're watching, especially this tutorial, when, yeah, you see, that's not right. Look, here's his little tail. That should be the centre. So we've got one little wing way out there and one little wing here. But when you're watching the tutorial, she actually shows you, she'll count so many round and put a pin in and count so many round. So I think you're more likely to do it correctly if you follow the tutorial for the sewing on of the bits anyway. But I think, well, it's with Easter coming, I think they all look cute, and I'll do a few more because I have 5 grandsons and 1 little granddaughter. Little Hope's had hers. She's the one I did last week. I sent for Little Hope, so she's had hers. So look what you've got forward. Look what you've got to look forward to, boys. Woohoo! They'll be excited, won't they, to get those? Oh dear. Never mind. But lovely, ever so easy to do. I shall just have to watch the tutorial for the sewing on the pieces, I think. And right. Now I just wanted to show you this. My husband came in one day last week, and he'd been to our little paper shop in the village, and they don't normally have things like this. But he said, "Oh, I've just spotted this." The reason he bought it was because it was 99 pence. but future, there'll be another one out in 2 weeks time, and it's £4.99, say £5, and then another 2 weeks it'll be £5. Then I think after about the 4th week, I think it's weekly then, and it's £5 a week. But what it is, it's a cross stitch. I know I have done some cross stitch before, but I'm not brilliant at it. But I would like to. I've been watching Terry on the Yarn Joy podcast, and she's been doing some cross stitch, and it's made me think, oh, because you could do little cards or put it on bags and bags and things. So this is Beatrix Potter and Peter Rabbit, and what eventually you'll get samplers like that. There's a spring, summer, autumn and winter. Anyway, this one you get all these different colours, threads, and it's DMC, which I think is quite a good brand. DMC, DCM, DMC. They give you the needles, and they give you the Aida. Anyway, let me. This is the back. Look. So issue 2. Look, you get different colours. So this is what we're doing. The colours that I've got this time are to do Peter Rabbit himself, I think, and then these colours will be to do the little surrounding. But these are the samplers. Look, I thought they were lovely. You get spring, summer, autumn and winter. And you've got Peter Rabbit, Jemima Puddle Duck, Tom Kitten and Mrs. Tiggy Winkle. I should know really. Anyway, let me just show you what's in here in case you've seen it. So we've got let's show you what we've got. So it comes with holes, look, so you'd probably be able to get a binder. You may get one in issue 2, I don't know. But oh yes, there's a free binder and dividers with your 3rd delivery. So on the 3rd one, look, you get a lovely binder with Peter Rabbit. Cross stitch starter kit, or you get that as well. Look, that little kit. Oh, that is if you subscribe. Peter Rabbit teacup and saucer. That's free. That's beautiful. And a Peter Rabbit tin set with your 7th delivery. Also, you get that with your 7th delivery. This is if you subscribe though. So I don't know as I want to subscribe. I'm not sure. But it looks really nice. What I wanted to show you, projects to make, just shows you all these different things that you can make. Look, beautiful, because I do like Peter Rabbit. What I wanted to show you, this is number 1, so you get the introduction. Before you start, see, this is the first one. You get your colour key. It tells you step by steps, look, on, you know, the different and there's also the kitten. We've used the motif. See this little, you get that kitten cross stitch chart as well, little kitten. And they're doing the letters, look, cross stitch letters that you could put on a bag, put on anything that's nice on a bag. And then they're showing you the A there, but they've got the rest of the alphabet there. So this was all for 99p. This is just in the first. You could make that little. That's very nice little card. Hello from Peter. And there's that chart. That's beautiful. And what it tells you, look, the story of Peter Rabbit. So it actually tells you the story, how it all began. On the 4th of September 1893, 27-year-old Beatrix Potter took a trip to the Scottish Highlands where she stayed at Eastwood House. It was a trip that would eventually change her life. So that's where it started. And this is Eastwood House. Look where she went on her holidays. I think she had to look after... While sitting on the lawn one day enjoying the sunshine, Beatrix came upon the idea of sending to her former governess's son, the 5-year-old Noel Moore, who was at home bedridden with polio. Full of sympathy for the little boy's plight, she set about writing an illustrated letter which featured 4 little rabbits named Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail and Peter. She hoped that it would help lift Noel's spirits and help him to recuperate from his illness. So that was where it started, where she was writing to. That tells you all about that there, look. There's the little boy. Knowing your equipment, it just tells you knowing all your equipment. So it's totally beginner if you've never... I've done a little bit of well, I know I was only about 10 or 11 and I did a cross stitch sampler. It was big squares. I know you get counts per inch, so I think if it's 14 it's a bit smaller. I think the bigger the number, the bigger it's easier to do, I think, anyway. So it tells you all about the stitches, and here the stitches there. So, and then it shows you about going around the edges and bigger stitches, and then more projects. So that's really, really nice. I absolutely love it. And that one, all, like I said, all that was for 99p. So I'm probably going to have 2 or 3 of them, and see how I go. But I think, yeah, for 99p, that was brilliant. Thank you to my hubby. And the last other thing I was going to show you. Now, I know I've got loads of sleeping whips, and I've been working on one, a crochet blanket from a friend's husband. I've done a bit more to that, but there's a couple, they don't live in the village, but we know them quite well, and they're expecting their first baby in a couple of weeks' time, and they're having a girl. So I've got loads and loads of this. It's yarn fair supreme acrylic DK, very pale pink. It's baby pink is the colour. 4mm hook. You could wash and tumble dry. Made in Turkey. 100 grams. Doesn't tell you the meters or whatever, but there's 100 grams. But it's a very, very pale pink, baby pink. But I've got about 5 or 6 balls of that, so I thought I'd use that. I'm using a 4.5mm hook, and the pattern, where I wrote it down, it's alright, I've got notes here. Now, what was the pattern? Oh yes, I've got it. She's got a tutorial on... Why do I want to keep saying Netflix? I wanted to say Netflix again. Oh, on YouTube, she's got a free tutorial, and it's by Joe to the World Creations. Joe to the World Creations. And it's called Charming no holes crochet baby blanket. So this is it, and it's, you can't really see it very well like that, I don't think, but there's no holes in it. But what it is, it's a V-stitch, but I've never done a V-stitch like this before. You chain one and turn, and then your V-stitch is USA terms now. It's a single crochet, chain one, double crochet, all in the same space, and then you go across the chain one. The chain one that you've done, that's the stitch on the following row that you work into. So every chain one space, if I can show you, you see that's a little chain one space, then that's a chain one space, that's a chain one space, that's chain one space. So once you get going, it's easy enough to find. And into that chain one space, you just do a single crochet, a chain one, and a double crochet. So I only started that the other night, and I did a couple of rows, but they're having the baby in 2 weeks, so in between other things, I really must try and crack on with that, as we know them quite well, a young couple. It's their first baby, so it's nice to have something homemade, I think, isn't it? Anyway, I think that's all. I haven't been out and about with the dogs yet because my throat's still, I still find it struggling hard to breathe, but I'll get my results on Thursday from my x-ray and my blood test, so hopefully they'll sort something out and I'll be up and whizzing through the woods with the dogs again. Oh, maybe not. So that's all for today. In the week, I've got what I had for Mother's Day, and also I've got a little Temu haul. It's just a few little accessories, little craft bits, no yarn, just little craft bits. So I'll see you all again soon. Thank you for joining me. Bye. See you soon. Love you all. Bye.